Most agents I know have a tool problem, otherwise known as shiny object syndrome. We spend hundreds of dollars on apps and the latest software and the newest shiny CRM and the best Facebook advertisement and YouTube and Zillow. And by the end of it, we are disorganized. We have 1,000 things in 1,000 places. We don't know where our leads are. We don't know who to call. We don't know exactly what to do. I know because I've been there myself. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the exact system that I set up from beginning to end, streamlined and automated so that all my tech ends up talking together so that I know exactly where my leads are. I know exactly who I need to call and when to call them. And if you're an agent right now wondering exactly how to organize your business, this video is going to be for you. So rather than having a massive disorganized mess of technology, we're going to break down our tech into 4 distinct pillars. The first pillar is going to be the data. Now, this is where you get your data of who to call. There's a number of different data sources and lead providers that you can use. For example, Mojo, MyPlus Leads, which is the one that I use specifically for expireds and circle prospecting, RedX, Batch Leads is another one. There's a number of different software that you can use to find data. The most important thing is that the numbers that you're calling are accurate. And so wherever you're getting your data, make sure that A, the numbers are accurate, but B, and to me, this is almost more important, that that data is going to sync automatically with pillar number 2, which is the dialer. Now, if you're cold calling and doing outbound prospecting by hand dialing numbers into your cell phone, you are doing it completely wrong. You need to have some sort of dialing software that at least you can click a button and it calls it so you don't have to put in the number automatically. There's a number of great dialers out there. You have Vulcan 7, RedX, Mojo Triple Line Dialer. A lot of agents are using Enzo, which is a multi-line dialer, or Call Tools. These are more robust if you're calling massive lists and doing a lot of circle prospecting. Whatever your dialer is, the key thing, and this is really important for me, is that MyPlus Leads data automatically is going to sync into my dialer every day so that I don't have to go digging in or hit a button and go pull a list and upload it. All of those things just take up time, and what I need is to get on my desk with my phone prospecting. And so you want to make sure that your data syncs into your dialer, and then the dialer syncs into pillar number 3, which is your CRM. Your CRM is really going to be the brain of your business. This is where all of your leads live. This is where they go. This is where everything happens. And inside of your CRM is where you're going to store all of the people that you have really great conversations with. Your warm and nurture leads are going to go into your CRM. Now, I use Follow Up Boss from, I think, is probably the best CRM for real estate agents, but Lofty is another great one. Lion Desk I've used in the past. I've used a number of different CRMs and have just settled on Follow Up Boss. And the reason why, again, going back to integration, is because it all works together. And if you're thinking about how exactly am I going to build my listing-based business, click the link right below. We have a free 1-page listing architect business plan to get you started so that you know exactly who you need to call and when you need to call them. But Follow Up Boss is one of those tools that just works. So when I'm in Mojo and I have a great conversation with someone, there's an integration with Follow Up Boss. And so what I've done is that I've created stages inside of Follow Up Boss that sync with the dialer so that when I have a hot, warm, or nurture lead, I simply hit a button inside of Mojo. They automatically go into Follow Up Boss. Tasks automatically get created for what I want to do with that lead in my lead follow-up time. When this is really important, automations start happening. And so an email with my resume goes out. All of these things just happen automatically. They're synced so that the technology speaks with each other. And so what I would say is whatever you choose for your data, make sure it talks to your dialer, and then make sure your dialer talks to your CRM so that everything can automate. See, the big thing with real estate agents, specifically when it comes to cold calling, is that you can just make a mess out of your entire system. So you have papers and you've got files and who the heck am I supposed to call today? You can have a great conversation with the prospect, but if all that is a conversation, you're probably not going to get the business because you know as well as I do that most of that conversion is going to happen in your follow-up. And so you want to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. The best way to do that is to integrate your dialer with your CRM. And then finally, pillar number 4, which is really important, and that is going to be the scoreboard. So what you want as a prospector, someone who's engaging in outbound prospecting, is you want a way to gauge your metrics. And so you want to know, what is my contact per hour? What's my contact to lead ratio? My lead to appointment set to met to closed. And those metrics, they just don't live in most CRMs. Most CRMs aren't set up to handle that kind of data. And so that's exactly why I created AscendR, which essentially acts as the scoreboard that lives on top of your CRM. And because I'm obsessive about things syncing together, I made sure that we created an integration with Follow Up Boss so that when you tag a lead inside of Follow Up Boss as AscendR seller or AscendR buyer, all you have to do is hit a button inside of AscendR and they sync together so that your leads get brought in to AscendR directly through Follow Up Boss. And so as you can see, each one of these pillars works together to organize your business, to streamline your business so that you know exactly who to call, when to call them, and what to say when you're calling them. And more importantly, probably the most important piece is that you know in the end of the month, am I hitting the goals that I've set out for myself so that I make sure that I'm making the amount of money that I want to make at the end of the year? And so don't let all of these tools overwhelm you. I've included links right below to all of them so you can check them out to decide what is going to be best for your business. And if you have further questions, you can join our school community and also look to download AscendR. We're giving away 3 months at 50% off so you can get started tracking and sync everything together. And if you want to know the exact math behind the GCI scoreboard, definitely watch this video right here.